Good evening. Thank you, everybody. The teacher is speaking. You will all sit quietly while I mark the roll. Good evening, one and all. It is a pleasure to be back here tonight with some Raging Rolls action. We've had a week, and you know what? It's time for us to take out our frustrations on some unbeknownst NPCs, and for my behalf, take it out on the players. As this week we set off into the wild world of nautical exploration. I hope everybody has. We got an echo from me, says Inflatable Cat. What a legend. Thank you, Inflatable Cat, as always, for your continued support during our pre-screening. All right. So I wanted to start tonight's session with a little bit of a recap, but mostly to jump a bit right into the action. So first and foremost, we find ourselves at a new location tonight. After quite the journey north, you traveled all the way from Avolo in the south to your new destination of Stormy Mill, a small village with a large port on the Great Lake of Rendell. It has become a place of thorough traffic as travelers attempt to avoid Krago and instead use the water to find their way to Nandar from Dramesh. And it's as you arrive that you hear the hustle and bustle of the portside town as the seagulls begin to chirp, a few of them fighting over a potato little snack that is lying there after a tourist had left it behind. You all notice the smell of the sea, the smell of adventure, and you hear the curses of sailors as you all enter the town of Stormy Mill.
Yeah, what's up? Oh, yeah. I'm glad you said that. Yeah, no, I thought you meant my fart, but no, it's no, it's nice. It's nice.
Yes, for the sake of convenience, Rafe has caught up with you all during your travels.
Wait, are we in Stormy Mill, did you say?
You're in Stormy Mill.
Ooh,
Not Salty Mill,
in
as I've written it.
You guys have made it over the border.
What are the big differences like between somewhere like Cobb Lake Dale and Dramesh?
Great that you asked that, but you'll have to tune in to the world building stream. For now, you see a cobbled street looking ahead of you, the ocean to the side, and you see a large crane operating on the dock side as it begins to rotate, loading cargo onto a galleon that's awaiting departure.
Cargo from Krago?
Cargo from who knows?
Well, I hope it's not from Krago.
You hear the cargo scream. It definitely was from Krago.
Into action, I kill everyone.
The PTSD kicks in.
So, guys, we should probably look at getting a boat. Does anyone have any nautical experience out on the seas? Rafe?
Yeah, magic ones that fly
it can't be that
rather than... But magic.
Yeah, there's the port, and then there's the starboard, and then there's the bow, and
the
back
head
of the ship, and the head,
and the galley.
Yeah, and the place you don't want to go, the poop deck. There's a poop deck. I know there's a poop deck.
I was a kid. I Rule number one. Does it have any holes in the side?
The ship?
That's a good starting point, because my one back home has a gaping hole in the side, which renders it a bit useless.
Or less than ideal at the very least.
Yeah. So, number two, does it float? C point number one.
You see a few, a lot smaller than you'd probably be able to fit you all, but you see a majestic galleon, a ship that must be at least 3 decks up in front of you, being packed right now, full of merchandise, with a few sailors milling about on the dockside.
Should we see if we can pay our way on board, or should we offer, that one of you guys work? And,
We've probably got 2 options.
Yeah.
Of course, Finry,
One
you'd be going
is-
for a 3-deck.
Buy small, and we'll charter small, which is probably going to cost a lot per head. Or number 2, you piggyback off of something like that big one, where we're not going to add a lot of overhead, and it's probably going to cost us a lot less. But it might take us longer to get somewhere.
Well, what about possibly, working to pay our way?
All that.
That could work. Like, I don't know, or we could just try and sneak aboard and just
No.
go away.
No, bad idea.
As-
That's how you lose limbs.
As you're all chatting, you see a woman look around from the side of a building, seeing you all there observing the docks. She walks up to you with a smile. She says, "I don't know the lot of you around here. Where are you all from?"
Oh, here and there.
Oh,
He's right. We're from all over the place, but I think your name, Miss
I'm Lorraine.
Moraine.
Lorraine. I'm the owner and proprietor of this seaside tavern here.
What's it called?
Oh, it is called Sip by the Sea, of course.
And yeah, we're admiring the boats. Wondering, best course of action. We're looking to, get to. Where was the place we were going to, guys?
Don't call them boats. That tends to piss them off.
Ship.
Rendells Landing?
Ship.
Sheeps. Oh, you're
going-
trying to get across to Rendells Landing, are you?
Yes, that's the one.
Sure.
Well, as I understand it, the men that are piloting that there galleon, they're heading that way themselves.
Oh, it's a good thing that the DM pointed that out to us then.
Now, whoever this DM is, he seems handsome and rather charming.
What's the Navy term for being, like, railroaded?
You're being what, like, it's like a, a ferry,
Shanghai.
like where like the ferry has the rope, but it can only go on the rope tracks.
Tugboat.
You're being tugboated. Not being tugged, very different experience.
Is it drunken sailors that basically just get piled onto boats and like, you're in the Navy now?
Well,
Shanghai, yeah.
she says, but if you would have a chance to speak to anybody that has any sort of say over who gets to go on that journey, you might be interested in attending a little show at my tavern this evening.
What?
Can't we just talk to them and
Seems like a
Not
tourist
even a
trap.
show.
Listen,
yeah,
I'm sure they'll
feeling
be
the same
there,
thing, Ray.
but if they're not, then I'll be able to guide you there. But the cost is attending and filling out some seats, I'm afraid.
What type of show is it? Is
I'm not sure if you'd be interested, big burly men such as yourself. And she looks over at you, Reya. But it is a fight night.
Now, continue to talk. Continue to talk.
Well, the locals around here like to throw around their weight a little bit. It's a nice way to blow off steam. I supply the beer, and they supply the manpower. And where the evening takes us, only time will tell.
Oh, do guide on. I cannot wait to show Harm how many I have taken over his little praying episode that he's taken at the moment.
Is there any rules in this fight, or is like weapons, or
Oh, no, bare
go?
fists only. We're all gentlemen here, surely.
Ah, yes, bare fists. Yeah, yeah. No, I wasn't interested at all in going in. It's fine.
I didn't think you were allowed to talk about it.
No, this one very vocal. I've sort of stated my entire business on it. In fact, It's the only reason I've been able to afford this seaside property. You know, rent is expensive, and if you don't have some sort of a draw card, you know, you're never going to get anywhere.
Okay, so I may have missed something here, but we're going to... We'll come and watch this show, or maybe our friend here, Reya, might be interested in participating, but how does this help us get onto the boat? Ship?
Well, if you come in, I will make the introduction to the captain of said ship. A fair and equitable trade, I would say.
I grab Reya by the sleeve and just say, what time do you need us there?
Well, if you're there by evening, I will provide a steaming hot plate of food, and then the show shall begin when 2 combatants have entered the ring.
Fantastic. I think we'll see you then, Lorraine.
I look forward to it. Just walk around this building that you see in front of you, and the entrance is just around the corner. You can't miss it.
Fantastic. We'll see you at sundown, I think.
Goodbye now.
Hector?
Hey, on what? Hold up. Yeah, Hector, you might not be able to be heard.
Should be fixed now.
Wait.
Hector, I have an idea. I
Take your
wouldn't
Twitch
mind
nods.
getting into the fight club, but we're very small. So, here's an idea. Either I stand on your shoulders or you stand on mine, and we wear a big trench coat, and then whilst one of us punches at the front, the other one can punch in like the waist height. And then, what do you think?
Henry, I think
Yes.
I think we don't need to sit this... I think we can sit this one out. Yes. What do you say? I think we have some other, sort of nod towards Reya and Rafe and so on. With some others here which might be able to put up a bit more of a show. Unless you wish to be a bloody pile on the ground.
Oh, no, I was going to be the bottom.
I do apologize. I forgot to actually switch you guys over to the map that I had made.
That's right. Well,
Welcome.
good work,
to,
Finnery. You survive a god, but you think you can battle in these games.
By the way, team, if you look over towards the water, you'll see the beautiful crane that actually moves.
Oh my god!
It's
Oh.
beautiful.
We're not worthy.
So yeah, that's what I broke the entire environment for last session.
Movable crane.
Unpause the game so we
it's
can
pretty
play.
good.
Unpause the game so we can play.
Oh, you go. You're good. You're in.
Yes.
All right,
Welcome to your playground.
5 gold for whoever rides the crane.
Figure's already on his way.
What time of day is it at the moment?
Yeah. So you guys have arrived prime day. Like they're busy packing, middle of the day. A few people are knocking off for a bit of a smoke break, but otherwise things are bustling. They're moving crates back and forth. You see them carrying goods up into the galleon, which is our largest ship, in the dock.
If you move the crane,
I don't think you'll stay on it.
the token. Oh, okay.
No, they're gonna just drop it to the water.
Malkis, what do you think? Are you going to go into the fight club?
Oh god, no! I've never thrown a punch in my life.
Here,
Way
I'll
above
put
those.
my hand up. Here, come on, right here. Come on, do it.
Right
Come
hook.
Oh, please hit him.
Alright,
God
I'll
damn
give
it,
it a
Macus.
go.
All right, roll to hit.
What even is that for me? Where's my play character?
It's probably like just a
Change.
flat D20. I don't know if you have a minus modifier for your strength
But-
index.
It'd be
Minus
D20
1
plus
strength.
strength, wouldn't it?
It'd be a strength roll.
Come on, right here, right here.
Let's see those hands fly.
DM, my plan is as soon as he tries to throw his punch, I'm going to move my hand out of the way.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
Roll that
Just
to
D20
hit with
minus 1.
disadvantage. Just roll with
Oh.
disadvantage
Oh.
as the hand begins to move away as your fist approaches.
No.
With an 8 to hit, you swear that it would hit. As the hand moves away, you overextend and swoosh. You miss your first punch.
It was close enough.
You
Just
can't
need a
handle
bit
the
more
power,
practice.
is that right, Henry?
No, you just need a bit more practice, and then you'll be able to hit moving targets.
Now, Malkis, as you stand there and you sort of do that strike, you make a perception check for me as your sort of eyes drift downwards as your body sort of reaches forward.
Oh, an 18. Good roll.
17.
With a 17, you notice that underneath you is a manhole that written on it says sewerage.
Cool.
It's his favorite terrain.
Yeah, I'll look down and see the manhole with sewage and say, Finry, I think I found your home.
Oh, come on, Malkis. My home is with you guys.
While they're having this kind of exchange, I reach into my bag of holding and knock over a thing, whoop, and pull out a cloak, which is now an infused cloak of Elvenkind.
Ooh, what does that do?
I'm trying to find out.
Does that give you an advantage on stealth checks?
Something
as
like
you-
that, yeah.
Do you actually have the description yet, or have I just not given that to you?
No, it's. Give me a second. Just loading 1,000 things. Here we go.
Is that your computer or is your
Perception,
plane flying ahead?
perception checks made to see me have disadvantage, and I have advantage on dex. Stealth checks made to hide.
Nice, sweet. All right, what are you guys up to? You've got the city ahead of you. You've got the tavern here, and
What time of day is it roughly compared
so
to?
it's sort of afternoon now, sort of after lunchtime.
Did Lorraine give us an indication of cost to enter or to
She made it seem that
attend?
entering would be its own reward. There's probably, with these type of things, you'd be familiar with the fact that you'd probably be buying alcohol and buying food and things like that. That's how they make their money. It's the upcharged costs for dining.
Right, stadium prices, huh?
Yeah. You know how it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
I would like to throw over this cloak of Elvenkind and try and just have a bit of a sleuth around the docks to see exactly what is being shipped to and fro on this large ship.
Go ahead. Feel free to make that stealth roll.
Stealth roll with advantage.
Put that cloak on.
Oh, magic 8.
Not bad. Pretty decent. You notice a lot of barrels.
Barrels.
Barrels, boxes, even some sacks, all being ferried. A few in sort of small hand carts, others being carried between men, and some even still being carried by a man or a woman at a time.
Fantastic. Okay, great.
After talking with Finry a bit, I come to the realization, I'm like, Finry, why don't we just go up to the ship now and talk to the captain? Why wait until tonight? Come with me.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about that too. Yeah, no. Let's go talk. But you take the lead on this one. I do a lot of talking, so you take the lead.
I'm very likable, as you know. It's a good idea.
You are. Wait. Where's your feather? You need your feather.
Oh yeah, I pull out of my backpack the little fan I have, Rob.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
It just look a
Does
bit
that,
fancy?
Does that have like any feathers on it?
No, it was made sort of with stretched fabric across wooden sort of dowels.
I'll
You're gonna
just
flirt your
flip it
way
open
onto a
and hold it
boat?
in one of my hands anyway.
Oh my!
Yeah.
I turned around and go, oh dear God, these two are gonna die.
So to try and do this, so you two are trying to head over to where the dock's here and
Yep.
speak to one of the NPCs over here. I
Yeah,
imagine.
whichever one's in front of the
Yes.
Cool.
I will get off the crane.
So you guys stand there, and I'll do your bit in a second. I'll just jump to Hector. So Hector, you got that was your stealth, hey? Yeah. So you've come up, you've perceived and walked through, and through all your walking and just observing, even an 8 would grant you that. As you walk through, sort of, if you go down south to the map and you follow the path southward, you can keep going down the path towards the in between on the bridge and the river. sort of to here. I'll just move you quickly.
Okay, that's where I was trying to get to. Sure.
As you walk down here, you hear a bit more of sort of the noise of the docks cease, the loading going away a while. But you follow some of the men that are still trying to carry the goods down through to around the corner here, and you notice that if I exit, that most of the men seem to be heading up the stairs that are just south from where you are now. So over here. If you can see my pointer.
Yes, I can. I want to get as close to there as I can while still maintaining a bit of a hide action. I think I want to try and hide in... No, probably here. And see if I can suss out what's going on. And then try and sneak closer if nothing catches my eye.
With that stealth roll, you're quickly spotted by a man who is sitting up on the elevated area in behind a stall. You see the man is a merchant standing in front of his goods. He yells out, "You looking for a deal?"
I sort of step up and approach and ask him, "Why? What are you offering?"
"Oh, I've got a bit of bits and a bit of pieces. You need some tack for your next voyage. You need a sardine, a salted fish snack. You're looking for some rope, maybe a grappling hook or two?"
Keep talking. What else you got there? The grappling hook sounds quite interesting.
"Oh, I've got all sorts of goods in bops and bins. Have you ever looked into buying a pair of second-hand leather boots?"
Second-hand leather boots?
Most of the problems I hear about leather boots these days is that the wearing-in process seems to be the most painful. So I've eliminated that by employing some very hygienic-footed men to wear them for you. From there, you just wear them, and they fit like a glove.
Well, they sound extremely comfortable.
They're even warm if you pay the premium. I can get them stretched out for you by the day.
Well, tell me, what is a pair of these pre-stretched, pre-worn warm boots go for?
Oh, well, obviously something like this has to go for a bit of a premium, you understand. I couldn't let them go for anything under, let's say, 10 gold pieces.
I tell you what, fine sir, I'm a merchant myself. Let's call it 8 and you've got yourself a deal.
What have you got? You throw in something that I might like, and I'll bring my price down.
I'm gonna give him.
Welcome, Isabeth, to the stream.
50 foot of rope. We've all got like 50 foot of rope.
Oh, I do like a bit of rope. I like to cut it up and resell it. You might not
when
get
you
to the
pull
bottom
it-
of the cabin.
You give that rope and pull, it's 50 foot of grunt. Ooh. Get that reference if anyone knows it.
I ain't got all day. What you got?
What else you got there? Because I've got something which I think might be worth more than what you're trying to offer me.
All right, make your case.
I have a piece of this, and I pull out a piece of small crystal shard, which I still have.
Ooh, damn. That is a fine piece of crystal merchandise. Now, don't tell me you're one of those mining folk.
No, I'm not a mining folk, but we've come across a couple. I've passed some in my travels.
Oh, you're an adventurer then?
I've been around.
Well, listen, I'll throw in the shoes, and chuck 10 gold on top. How's that sound?
I think you've got yourself a deal.
Well, congratulations. You are now the owner of a fine pair of Willie's worn shoes. It is a pleasure doing business with you. And please feel free to advertise that to any of your fellow adventuring companions.
It's a pleasure. Willie, was it?
Indeed. How'd you know?
Well, I think the name of the shoes gave it away.
Oh, damn those shoes.
Do you know much about this large ship that's docked here at the moment?
Oh, of course, I wouldn't be much of a merchant if I didn't understand the people I might be able to sell to.
This is very true. Do you know who might be around somewhere that captains that ship? How can we
Well, you've come to the right place, let me tell you. Have you ever heard of the great salesman, Captain Lip?
I haven't.
Well, today's your lucky day.
Sounds like it is.
He's actually right across the way here, inside of the house there. They bought it out to host some of their meetings and their upgoings and toings and froings while they're inshore. And you see across, you see this sign that says Lips Chartered Services above the doorway.
Well, Willie, I thank you for your service and your information. It's been most valuable. Hope you can make do with that crystal shard.
Oh, I'm sure that I can find some way to make use of it. You have a good day now.
You too, Willie. I'm gonna go back and find the rest of the group and let them know what I discovered.
Sweet. So while you're doing that, we head back to our group who are attempting to negotiate or chat with some of the sailors. Malkis and Finry, what are you guys up to?
I give Finry a look as we're walking up and say, Finry, watch this.
I'm watching with bated breath.
As we get a bit closer, I stand proudly, hands to my side, chest out.
All right there.
It is I, Malkis, of the noble family, Ramsay Fairfax. Who are you, slave boy?
Oh, I'm not a slave. I'm a freeman.
Peasant boy. Listen, me and my compatriots want to commandeer this ship. Take it over to Rendells Landing. What do you say?
Oh, well, you'd have to talk to the boss, I'm afraid.
And where's he?
Oh, I'm not supposed to tell you folk. Who's asking?
It is I, Malkis of the noble family, Ramsay Fairfax.
Now, I'm not trying to be hostile, but you got any chance that you'd write that one down for me?
Can you read?
No, but the person I'm going to be talking to hopefully can.
Okay. Yeah, I'll pull out a piece of parchment, write it down.
What do you write down?
Malkis of the noble family, Ramsay Fairfax.
Now, if I give it to my boss, you reckon he'd know who you are?
Oh, of course.
All right. Now, you know these things, these sort of ferrying of messages cost a pretty penny, don't you? It's not just a free service.
Yes, I'm expecting maybe 5 gold from you later. Thank you.
Oh, no. So you're supposed to pay me, sir.
I chuckle. Very funny. Pat him on the shoulder.
All right. Well, you have a good day. And he begins sweeping.
Look at Finry. There you
I
go.
give him a thumbs up.
That's how
That
you
was-
do it.
That was great, man. Because I'm in awe. I've never thought of it doing it exactly like that ever. I think this is a winning strategy.
Impeccable.
Maybe I shouldn't have given up my noble birth after all. It comes with perks.
Yeah. It can. Yeah. Definite. Like people do see you in a certain light when you go around proclaiming your name and like what house you're from. It all good, of course.
Yes.
Well,
And as you guys are chatting, you see Hector begin to make his way up around the corner.
Excuse me, everyone. I think I might have found exactly who we're looking for. The captain of this ship here. Captain Lip, as it were.
Oh, perfect. Told you, Finry. Word travels quick when you're a noble.
He just straight face. He just like internally just rolling his eyes. He's like, oh god.
Yeah, that's the takeaway here, guys.
Please come. I think we can negotiate a passage upon his ship. Follow me.
Yes. Are we still going to let Reya and possibly Rafe go and have a fight?
It's still early afternoon. I think we've got some time to see how we go in both directions.
Yes.
Fantastic. All right. Well, lead on.
Just down here.
That's a nice cloak you got there, Hector.
Do you like that? Yeah.
Yeah. What does it do?
You notice that as you observe that Hector's ears seem slightly pointed.
Weren't they already pointed?
Yeah, a little
He's a gnome.
bit sharper now, but watch
It's been
this.
sharp, a bit longer. They're bigger.
Watch this, and I want to just duck around the corner and disappear from view.
He blends in with such grace that you'd swear that he was an elf in the midst of a forest.
No,
Is
you
it
go,
kind of
bah!
like
See,
this?
you didn't see me, did you?
No, oh, you scared me.
See?
It's almost like doing this, and I step behind Reya as if I'm going to like walk out the other side, and I disappear.
Yes, very funny. Quick, we're very close. And
Yeah, as you walk around the corner, Willie sees you again. Oh, look, you brought your friends. You all interested in Willie's pre-worn boots?
I point to everyone and say, this gentleman sells some very fine boots. If he needs an extra footwear, pay him a visit.
The finest in all the land, I reckon.
You got any breastplates?
You got any magic boots?
I'm afraid right now my line of apparel is exclusively in pre-worn boots. If you think that pre-worn breastplates might be of interest, I would surely give it a whirl, but not sure what the demand is yet.
Might buy one.
Well, how long you got here?
I don't know.
People on the
Well,
road.
Listen, if you give me a month, I'll sort of try and figure out the logistics.
Yeah, or yeah, sure. Okay, if I'll be back here in a month, and then I hope you have it.
I look forward to making business. Now, about the deposit, 25 gold up front, and I reckon the rest upon your return.
Oh yeah, I'll just go in here first, and then we'll deal with that when we come back out. Okay.
All right, now.
Are there any other merchants around?
Yeah, no. Willie seems to be the only one that's operating. It's a bit of a miserable day.
Okay.
And he's the only one brave enough to weather the storm, so to speak.
All right.
Hey Willie, have you got any magic boots?
Only the magic of pre-stretched, no pain, first time boots.
I'm good.
I look down at Rafe's feet and just sort of shake my head and give it a scratch. Like, how's he going to wear boots? He's got fat feet.
There's an entire character called Puss in Boots, Jazz.
Did you just make it rain?
I've just made it rain.
And it's windy as well.
That's amazing.
Welcome to Crashing Foundry, the video game.
Yeah. You're telling me the guy was sweeping up when it was raining?
Well, no, now it started to rain. It just started to rain. Weren't you looking,
good.
Carlos?
Okay.
True.
I sort of bring everyone around to the side and I just turn to Reya. Reya, try not to kill him. He may be our only.
What?
He may be our only opportunity across the water.
Okay. But I tell you what, I'm sick of hearing about something being pre-stretched.
All right, I knock on the door. Go in. Bloop. Oh, I just close the door.
Welcome. Who is it there? Come out of the rain.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, you're piling in at once. It's amazing that you could have all fit through the door like that. It looks at all of you with like your weapons and stuff like ready, obviously quite combat efficient. Says, hopefully you haven't come to take care of old Lip, have you?
No, Lip. Captain Lip, is it?
That'd be me. And yourselves?
Hector Hargraves here, my associates.
Well, you're all welcome. These are my associates here. Billy Kravitz, and points to the woman with like a burning cigarette in her hand. And this one over here is Ardal. And the guy with like a bird on his shoulder waves at you guys.
I give him a hat tip. Give him all a hat tip.
And she bows as like a billow of smoke comes out of her mouth that covers the table in front of her.
I introduce myself as associate number 1.
Well, associate's an interesting name, but I've heard weirder things out in the open seas.
Open seas? It's funny you say that, Captain Lip. We're actually in need of some passage across the waters.
Well, I be reckoning you've found yourself the finest captain to ever go across Rendells Lake.
You see, that's what I heard as well.
Well, you've been well informed.
Excellent. And are you looking to head off to Rendells Landing anytime soon?
Well, once that ship's loaded and those lazy good-for-nothings have finally got themselves packed up, we'll be heading out hopefully in the morning.
Interesting. Can we get ourselves aboard your ship to get passage across to Rendells Landing?
It depends what you're offering. I'm a man of business after all. Surely you can understand that a ship does not run on hopes and good wishes.
This is very true. Reya, Malkis, anyone else? What are we offering?
Yes, we're
Protection?
offering this little halfling right here.
Yeah.
I'm afraid he'd be no good use to us with the rigging. It'll pick him right up and take him overboard.
I'm just joking.
Are you any good at climbing to the crow's nest?
Yeah, I'm pretty good at keeping an eye on things. And we can also offer protection. I mean, the two big ones are, pretty tough, and the elf over there, he's a noble apparently.
Oh, a
Whatever that
noble.
means.
It's nice to have some nobility around here. Where do you reign from then? What was your name again, sir?
I am Malkis of the Ramsey Fairfax family in
Oh.
haircuts.
Oh, and may I just say, what a fine weapon you have. Is that one of your family heirlooms?
Yes, I'd suppose so. She is
I
a part of the
myself
family.
have swashbuckled my way through many an encounter. It's nice to see you all so well armed in this day and age of monsters and flying eagles of crystal intent.
It really is a strange time we're in, isn't it, Captain?
Aye, indeed. But we all make our money, and my little ship there has kept me and my boys well employed. Sorry, Billy, and girls.
What's the
And
name of the
Billy-
ship?
Billy just glowers. You're looking for a name of the ship, lad. It's splashed across it as big as it can be. And he says, the ship is called Lips Content.
Lips contempt. I thought it was going to be lip ship, but
I would have gone with if lips could talk, but that's fine.
If I'm looking for a creative, I would have got you before I named the thing and spent all the money painting it on its side and its ass.
So let me see, Luther. Is it true that loose lips sink ships?
Lip is my name, please. Nobody calls me Luther these days.
So what is it you're expecting from us to board your ship, as you call it?
Listen, there's been rumors of creatures and stuff across the way. I reckon there's enough empty space to house you and your companions. All I'll be needing is somebody to man the cannons if such a time arises, which it becomes necessary, and that you pay yourselves. You spend your own money to feed yourselves. I'm not in the mood to cover that as well, as you understand.
What about this? We'll be the first call for any attack. We'll be the first to step in. You make sure we're fed, but we will kill and loot everything first. But you must feed us. That is all we ask.
Make it.
We killed a boulette in the mountains of.
Yeah, you killed a what?
A boulette.
Yeah, persuasion check. What is a bulat?
A shark that lives on the land and is covered in crystals.
A shark of the land? Are you kidding me?
A shark of the land.
No, that's insane. You're talking crazy there, my friend.
Crazy times.
With that 14, he's like, listen. Yeah, you make a good point for yourselves, but I'll let me just speak to my men. Give me one moment. He turns his chair around, and Ardell and Billy lean in, and he says, you hear whispering. Ardell goes, they do look pretty tough though, and he says, put your voice down. And Billy looks out around the group of you, like checks you all out, and
I say, hey, watch this, and invoke. Oh god, it's been a month. giant smite and swell to twice the size.
She watches as you rise, and her eyes follow you up.
How big's the room?
You suddenly feel quite cramped, indeed. And
cool trick.
She looks at
and
you.
I'm gonna
and
use
like,
I'm gonna use Themagy to turn his eyes like this blood red.
She checks you out and she's like, "Now tell me, the one that looks a little bit hairy. How long can you keep that sort of size up for?"
It is an excellent question, and one that I have here written on this little piece
You
of paper.
prepared it earlier for me. Well, that's really convenient. You hand that out to all the maidens you come across in your journeys.
I do.
Ray,
Unfortunately, it only lasts
all night long.
1 minute. It's party time.
Hey, well, 1 minute's a pretty good ride. Let's see how we go then, shall we?
Yeah.
She goes back to whispering, and Lip turns around. She's like, "All right, listen, you guys made a compelling point. Billy here reckons you'll be good fun, and Arjo reckons you could swing a sword. You got my vote. So, welcome aboard, Lip's Contempt. Be there tomorrow morning, or else we're sailing off without you."
Thanks very much, Captain. And where would you recommend we find some accommodation and entertainment this evening?
Well, I will be personally staying over at the Dock Taverns there.
Ah, fantastic. We will see you there, Captain.
Sit by the sea, I remember it being called.
Yes, we walked past that earlier. We will see you there.
And you see Adel stand forward. He's like, "Well, if any of you'd like to get in the ring with me, I'll be throwing around a few punches after the rum hits."
I cannot wait, good sir.
Oh, let's start this little partnership of ours with a bang, shall we?
Sounds like we could put your ship on the line.
Well, no, I don't think we can. And Lip just looks over at Adel and he looks over at you guys. "I reckon we've already been pretty favorable. You guys get on your way and we'll see you tomorrow morning."
Aye, Captain.
And he gets back to like looking over some plans, and you see him sort of get back to a stock report of their food supplies, and he starts chatting again about logistics to Billy and Adel.
Okay, exit.
Exit stage left.
You actually have to take it through the door, don't you?
You
Yeah.
do.
Walking.
It's so cool. I was going to say
open the
before
door
that you
too.
can't just jump, like, catch up with the rest of the party by jumping. You've actually got to, like, walk around the map.
Yeah, because like I can jump you, but
Yeah.
it'll like warp you across the map.
Yeah. So as we go head out and start to walk somewhere, I'm like, see? Easy. Now we can enjoy ourselves, not worry about getting, jumped before we get on board a ship.
I wasn't worried about that. We were just going to go into the tavern tonight and meet him there. But they just kind of cut. Now we just have an afternoon that we, can do with what we will. Although the weather's not too great, I was gonna. Yeah.
We could just.
What do you think, Finri Hector? Do you think the rumors are true? Of
Which
this
rumors?
ancient beast with 1,000 tentacles lives in this lake?
Man, we've come up across many crazy things. Like, I survived a god, and I think we're going to be fine.
Oh dear God, we know you survived a
Reya?
god.
Right?
Oh dear God. Let's kill
Finri
it.
Kobold Slain.
Wow.
Look, no, I've traveled to this land by sea, and yes, the crazy people on the boat were talking about such rumors and such myths and dangers, but never did we see such a thing.
Seamen are superstitious folk.
They really are.
Yeah. I've never been over such open water before. I have to admit, I am a little bit worried. Those rumors playing on my mind.
Do you know how to swim, Malkis?
Oh, well, I mean, maybe when I was young, I went to the lake nearby Haircats for a swim once or twice, but never down past my waist.
Uh-oh,
You tried it with a great
line.
sword strapped to your
Would you-
back?
Yeah. Would you like me to teach you?
Yeah, why not?
We will spend the afternoon. Like, it's a bit rainy, but it should be okay. Usually, you'll find it makes the water a bit warmer.
Bit warmer.
Looks like
Yeah,
it's-
if it gets too cold, just wee in it. You'll be fine.
Can we just
Yeah.
appreciate the fact that we just went into nighttime and the map?
Yeah, I know, I was
like,
watching it.
Wow.
like guys,
Golf
I'm
clap.
like I said, this is a glorified tech demo of an
With
episode.
lighting as well. Look at the lighting around the
Yeah,
light.
it was
It's
Foundry
like
viewers,
this.
Foundry viewers.
I know, it
Yeah.
feels like a...
If there was a D&D Oscars, like, yeah, you're
Like,
taking out the
I'm
special
bowing,
effects.
I'm bowing, you know.
I think it's going to get better.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next award for best kill of a
Hector's,
beholder or big bad.
Hector's like, oh, it got dark quickly here, didn't it? Perhaps we should go and meet Lorraine at the Sea Tavern. We did say we'd be there at sundown.
Let's
I'll
get
be
out of
making
the...
my way there as Willie yells behind you.
Oh dear God, I hope he's the first in the arena.
Oh, well,
Let's get out of the rain and go meet Lorraine.
Let's.
Hey.
Yep. Let's
So-
let's go sit with Lip.
You
And wait
guys
to go
all
on his ship.
filter your way in, as you
Whoa.
head inside of the tavern, sipped
Railroaded.
by the sea. Well, were you not going to the tavern? It's like it's
Oh.
fine. It's not like I created all of this with that in mind. It's all
Oh,
good.
gee.
Malkis, I'll
Again.
teach you how to swim when we're on the boat, okay?
We're
Where
on the
are we?
boat. Yes.
Let's get you all in here. We got Harm is in here. We
Oh,
got Finry.
there's music.
Yeah. Welcome to the full experience.
Is there?
How does one
Can you hear
acquire?
music?
I don't hear anything.
It'll play when you're viewing your
Oh.
character.
How do you
If it's
turn
ju-
the music down a bit? It's quite loud.
Yeah,
yeah,
let me have a check because this is the first time I'm actually adjusting all this, so you'll have to bear with me.
Oh, we can do it ourselves.
I
Can you
can't hear you.
can you manage the volume, like the individual
Yeah.
sliders?
Where?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
In the global volume controls.
Mhm.
Yeah, so if you go to the little music icon on the top right hand bar, you'll have a global volume control.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can adjust it.
Ambient.
But feel free,
Yeah.
like, I didn't want to
That's
make it more
fine.
difficult for you, Jez, on stream, so you don't have to include it. It's just background tavern music.
Mate, I can't not include it. That's all good. Perfect.
So yeah, you guys are all enjoying it. DM Adam is enjoying some of the beat too.
Yeah,
you're welcome,
everyone in the
guys.
chat is.
As you guys keep jamming on, we get ourselves a what have we got here? Yeah, we got NPCs. We got some sailors. So you guys see a few of your favorites from earlier milling about with you as you make your way into the tavern here. As the couple that you were chatting to earlier are all in here having a nice drink.
I'll definitely sidle close to Billy, just casually.
So you go up to Billy. She looks you up and down. She says, "Not the size that I was really looking for, but what do you have to offer, little guy?"
They do say big things come in small packages.
Be careful with him, Billy. Don't be making enemies yet, unless you want to get in the ring with him. I'd suggest you keep your cool.
According to Finry, it's the motion in the ocean, isn't it, buddy?
Exactly.
And Billy looks at you and she says, "Oh, you've had yourself some experience then with the ups and downs of sea life, then."
Oh, here and there. Not anything too strenuous or long.
Not
Mostly,
too strenuous. Was that for your own preference then? Taking it a bit easy on the sea.
No, I find, usually I never seem to find the action that I'm looking for, as it were.
Oh, you're looking for a bit more then, you say?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Well, let's have a drink and let's discuss exactly the limitations of your previous experience.
Sounds like a plan. Barkeep, and I'll order.
The name's
drinks for
Lorraine.
us.
You better learn it here, because I
Lorraine,
run
sorry,
this
Lorraine, I
bloody
didn't know you were
tavern.
here. Sorry, I didn't know you were still there. Sorry, Lorraine. Sorry, Lorraine. Can we get a drink?
My
or...
God, I swear,
know.
people, no respect for the bar staff.
I tip
Lorraine,
you
my good woman.
generously.
Where is the sign-up sheet?
Oh, you're looking to throw your hat in the ring?
Let me sign and then whiskey me up, good girl.
Well, I'll happily put your name down. We'll be heading down towards the pit in just a moment. I'm just making sure that everybody's signed their waivers and releases and such.
Wow.
I step over to the bar as well.
Oh.
Look at the sign-up sheets.
Yeah, you see in there you've got Ardil signed up at the moment, and you've got someone that simply goes by the name The Brawler.
And I'd like to fill out a sheet, please.
All right, excellent. Now, she
I'm gonna
passes
quietly-
on to both of you and she says, "Fill this out, make sure to sign, and don't worry about the fine print. It's not really important."
I'm going to turn to Rafe and be like, should we do one for Finry?
No, I was
Just
going
for
to
the
do
fun
one
of
for
it.
Malkis of the house. But I can't quite remember something. I scribbled the first bit. Fairfax. Ramsey Fairfax.
Ramsey Fairfax. Let's do it. So we're going to fill one out for Malchus as well.
As you guys do it, it's a beautiful thing as the sheet quickly fills up. You guys have a few drinks served, and then finally you hear the bell, ding 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 ding. Lorraine, she walks out to the front, and walks all the way out to the front door, and you hear the door lock with a click behind her. All right, ladies, gentlemen, let us all begin, for it is Freaky Fight Night Fridays at the Sip by the Sea. If
Oh,
you'd
man.
all like to make your way out to the back, past the barkeep there, you'll see the door there. It'll lead you into the kitchen. Take the trapdoor down, and you'll find yourself in our fighting room.
Hector is running as fast as his little feet will take him in that direction.
And
Can
boom,
I make a perception check when I get in there?
You
I
absolutely
I look
may.
around.
No vision.
I'd like to
well,
look for Lenny the street sweeper.
Lenny the street sweeper. All right, let me get
Can I
you
see
called
Lenny?
Lenny is already sitting by the bar. He's in his cups. He'll be sitting sort of out here up to the north, having a
He's
good
still
old,
got his
good old
broom.
sip. He
I'll,
does not leave anywhere without that broom.
I'm going to sidle up close to Lenny if I could. I need to
It's
drag myself on.
good to see you there. What was your name again? I didn't get a chance to chat to you before I saw you hanging around with your companions.
The name's Rafe. I believe you met my friend Malkis of House
He's the pretentious one.
Fairfax. Yeah.
No, I did. I quite did. He refused to pay me for my services, so I refused to service for his payment.
Oh, look, I think he's going to fight tonight.
Oh, he is. Well,
Yeah, we just got to wait for his name, but you cheer him on. You if you see him, cheer him on. Point at him.
Do I have to cheer him? He seemed like a bit of an asshole.
Slip Letty 2 gold. Oi. Cat's tearing at the couch.
I think you snapped at Lenny.
Cats
It's a bit rude.
Cats are dicks. Trust me, I am one. But yeah, I slipped Lenny 2 gold to point Malchus of House Ramsey Fairfax out if the name gets called.
I will gladly do it for your service. Like, look, you know how to get a man like me involved. I appreciate that.
So good.
As we go through, you heal Lorraine as she steps into the ring. She says, "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, one and all. It is an absolute pleasure to have you all here with me today." She looks around. She says, "We've got quite the spectacular show here as the house lights all turn on in this place. We are going to have just an incredible evening. We've got our returning favorite at the moment with us, and his name, as we all know, is the Brawler. Give a round of applause for the Brawler." And he's just there with his gloves up as you all sort of start to give him a bit of a yell. And he says, "Well, we've got a couple of good contenders tonight, and as you all know, this is sort of a free-for-all. If you want in, you just give me a yell, and you'll be put in the pit. Best of one. Whoever's left standing gets to stay in the fight. And at the end of the night, the last one that's left, you shall receive a grand prize."
Where am
Who's up? Who's fighting the Brawler first off today?
I lean over to Reya and is like, "Reya, you can take this guy, surely. Step up."
That's good point. I will, and as I beat my chest, I'm going to do Shield of Faith on myself.
The first contender will jump on down, leave your weapons with your friends, and let's get this show on the road.
Let's
as
do
you
this, good sir. Oh
as
god, I
you
gotta
jump
come out.
into the pit, that is where we will pause for a quick break,
I can't get into the pit.
so we can
Get
all.
down the
Can you guys?
ladder.
Can you guys see the pit, like inside the pit?
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
Okay,
line
good.
stuff,
As long
yeah.
as
It's
you can
amazing.
see, because otherwise that'll be awkward.
That audio that just came through is phenomenal because I genuinely thought that wasn't coming through my headphones, and I was like, "Where the fuck is that audio coming from?"
I don't hear it. I don't hear it. You have to be in the pit to hear it, do you?
Oh yeah, I'm getting the
Oh my
cheers.
God.
We got this
is
like
amazing.
this map pack was just insane. It's so good. This is why it was
really
worth
have to
the
get-
struggle, Jez.
Yeah, no, it's awesome though.
This is why you broke Foundry last week.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Well worth a server
Worth it.
rebuild.
Anybody on our stream that wants to get into Foundry, hit one of us up. We will make an intro for you to the guys
Wait.
that run it.
Yeah, wait until you guys get into the next ring because it's got a map that actually moves. The map itself moves. It's gonna be wild.
Oh, it's a
Oh my
halftime
God.
cliffhanger right there.
Oh hell yeah!
All right, we'll be back
All right.
after a quick 10-minute break, and we'll see you all then.
Can the chat
Yeah.
place bets?
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
Oh,
Tell you what, we'll see if we can
definitely.
work. We'll see if we can work that out.
Yeah, you work
Just
it out,
friendly,
Mark.
friendly bets. Just say who you think is
Pretty
going to
sure
win. No money.
Twitch has a thing about gambling, so
It's just more like who do you think will win? It's just more of a speculation.
Yeah. All right, back in 10.
See you guys all
Alright,
then.
see you soon.
And welcome back. Firstly, thank you for the raid there, the Dice Casters. That is really lovely. We are just waiting on our last combatant to come back from a real life break, and we'll be jumping into a bit of a 1v1 brawl pit tonight as we continue our adventures here in our homebrew world. So definitely keen to see who comes out on top. The brawler over here, who we've got standing there quite ready for action, and Reya, the patron of the Death God. So, a fair fight, I'm sure.
You know
If he
what?
doesn't show up in time, it should be Malkis that goes first.
We are going to open
Yeah.
some
Oh.
bets. We're just going to experiment with this and see how it works. All right. We don't know what's going to happen, but if you want to put some points on Reya,
no.
exclamation bet, then Reya. If you think he's going to lose, exclamation bet, then Brawler, and you can then put the number
Is there a
of points you want
space
to use.
between bet or?
There is a space, so just exclamation bet space Reya space the number of points you want to bet.
Oh no.
I think this
Well-
is the Streamlabs.
Well, yeah, there you go, guys.
I don't know if it's going to work or
We're
not.
gonna
I
be.
don't know if it's going to work. I have no bets going on.
I bet 30,000 on Reya. Oh, how did that go? Did that work? I don't know how that worked.
I don't know. Let me keep poking around while you guys are
you
fighting.
keep figuring it out. While you do that, as the 420.69. Now that is a bet I can get behind.
I am going to quickly. I think I've just given 1,000 points, 1,000 loyalty points to everyone. I hope.
So everybody's got some 1,000 points to play with tonight. You guys.
We're actually hooked up to all of your credit cards. And
So the most you
yeah.
could bet is 420.69. If you wanna still go with your bet there. Beautiful. So as the crowd settles and the rumble of the music, the stage lights all hit as the rain again takes a step back. In one corner, the brawler. On the other, Reya Core. Now, the brawler has been undefeated here in the fight pits for many Freaky Friday fight nights. Will this contender be the one to finally topple his reign?
Reya
We
just
will
got a
see.
minor blessing.
Oh, well done.
Cool.
Well, I can see you guys already using cheats to try and influence the bets. It's going.
That was
Damn it,
inflatable
cat.
That was inflatable cat.
I bet against him.
Awesome. So, as you guys are taking a step back, she says, and combatants, at no time must anybody else interfere.
Favor of the gods for Reya as well.
Oh Oh goodness, my cards are ready. The draws are hopefully in your favor.
I don't
as,
even know what
you
favor of the
reach.
gods does.
It
my
will
God.
give you some very good. Like I think I'm going to give you like 2 draws for that.
Oh,
So
Jesus
you'll
Christ.
get some nice adds to that. Awesome. So yeah, jumping in, Lorraine says, "All right, we'll have a clean fight. No magic, no weapons, fists only. And if there's any detection of magic, we will know. And let's just say that the splatters on the ground were not just from the fights." She says, "Is that understood by all here tonight?" She looks around to you, Reya.
May my God bless my hands.
She looks over to the brawler. He goes, "Yes, indeed, I am ready to have fisticuffs." And you see her look around to the audience. "Is there anyone here who does not understand?" And she, like everybody else, quite quietly stands behind. "Well, then, in that case," she lifts her hand and she readies it. "Fight!" Let me get an initiative roll from you, please, Reya.
Do it.
Oh, terrible
Oh,
start.
no.
7, a respectable roll.
Oh,
As the brawler gets a 5. As you jump into the combat, you are quickly set upon by this instinct of fighting. As you jump into the action, you realize you have a chance to take a shot at him before he even knows what's coming. What are you gonna do, Reya?
yep. I'm going to whip around and then almost Superman punch it off the side of the cage. Foot up, jump in.
Oh, nice. All right, give me a dexterity check to see if you can make the beautiful wall jump.
Ability check. There we go. Normal.
Ooh.
Oh, it's not a good
5.
start.
Your
is it?
foot slips a little bit. You land on the ground. You're still in front of him. Are you gonna take a shot, or are you gonna
of
let
course.
him recover?
No, taking the shot for sure.
Your fist brings up underneath. Are you gonna knock him off his feet?
Yeah, I'm going to try to.
Let's see this shot. Boom! Beautiful shot. Unnatural 20. Right in the jaw. Give me a damage dice roll for that. Unarmed strike.
What would that be? Is that just the? I don't know what my
You should
damage
have
is. but-
unarmed strike in inventory.
Ah, I should too. I do.
Pull out the old fist and begin to use it.
Yep. No, I was doing the old school. Now,
With a rockin' 2. Boom!
can I clarify? If we channel divinity, that's not, it's religion, right? Not magic.
I don't know. Like, at what point this is? You can test it. See how her magic and her defense spells go.
All right, I'm going to use my channel divinity here because I'm a melee attack. I'm going to deal another 17 points of necrotic damage.
Beautiful.
Guy just melt.
I'm gonna cloud rune it and redirect it at some other random patron in the bar.
Who are you throwing it
Hey,
at?
you can't use magic, so that shit can't work.
Well, you've just used magic, so who are you throwing it
No, I
at?
use religion.
Who are you redirecting to there?
Just some random John in the back that no one's gonna notice just took like a 20 hit punch.
There's a guy that just like walks down the stairs. He's like, "Oh, Fortnite! I forgot about this." And does that direct all of your damage to him?
When you're a creature you can see within 30 feet is hit by an attack roll, I can use the reaction on a different creature other than the attacker.
Okay, cool. So yeah, this dude
sake.
melts.
I bet against you, bud.
I know you did.
This townsfolkman just falls to pieces. He literally starts decaying in front of you as he, like, with a cup in hand, the cup clatters to the ground, and all that's left is a skeleton in a pool of primordial goo.
You're lucky it wasn't Lenny, but I've got uses for Lenny.
Yeah, Lorraine looks around. "What did I say about magic, you fools?" She says, "If I see one more thing, you're all out. And there'll be no magic prize for any of you." And she says, "All right, off you go then." And taking no chance at being defeated, the brawler, after taking a bit of a knock on the chin, he winds himself up, gets himself pumped. You see his jab just as he throws across a beautiful sort of double punch directly towards you here. Let's see what we've got in the space. That is a natural 20 and a 19. What's the AC you've got there at the moment?
You hit it with both of them.
Sweet, awesome. As this guy just rounds up his punches, he winds up the old hand and dunk, as he brings it through directly towards you. And what a resounding success it is. As the brawler begins to lay out some serious damage. We'll do that one and then that one, and I'll do 2 of those. Woo! Let's see how that goes. 13 points of bludgeoning damage, as this dude, just with forearms that are shaped like pistons, begins to unleash into you. And ladies and gentlemen, not looking so good for our new contender. The brawler looking almost untouched. Reya there with a mighty damaging blow. No blood yet. Let's see how Reya can come back from this one. It is now your turn.
I'm going to be so close. I'm going to go for the grapple to get him to the ground for the ground and pound. Try and bring him down.
Move, going for the ground and pound. A tried and true strategy. The brawler has handled it well before. Let's see if Reya's will be able to get out of this one.
Is that a strength check, Dan?
Contested strength. Let us do it.
Oh, that's not going to go well.
Oh, no, it didn't. The brawler just hulking out, just doof, his muscles flexing as he easily deflects. He goes, I say that's not very sportsmanlike of you. Played like a man.
Okay, whack. Straight in. Minute even says, don't even think about it. Just whack him. Oh, for fuck's sake.
He quickly dodges out of the way. That's not a strike. Surely you've been fighting for better than that in the past. He says, let me show you how to rock and sock him and knock your socks off. He hits with a 16 and a 23.
Only one hit.
23, awesome. He swipes once with a feint, and as you dodge, the other fist just doof, you can see it sort of fly through the side as he begins to reel it in.
Don't forget you've got your blessings.
Oh shit! Yeah, forgot about that. Thank you.
He knocks you for a total of 3 points of bludgeoning damage. Doof. Oh, the brawler showing himself not to be outdone here. Boom, boom. Let's see if the crowd agrees. And she holds up like her hand, and you hear the sweeper. They go, Malkis is a legend. And she looks around confused, like, not the cheer I was hoping for, but alas. Let us see what Reya will be able to do after that blow.
I'm going to look at the brawler and be like, is that Malkis hitting on your wife? And then if he turns to look, I'm going to hit him, and hopefully with advantage.
Yeah, he's confused. I don't think he's even married, but he does look nice. So with that, you've got 21 hits. So rock it out with that damage.
Oh, huge 2.
Boom! Smacking this man with the 2 across the jaw. He's looking a bit looking like he took it like a champ though. Looking like a champ. And he says, "Oh, that was your best shot. Well, no wonder. Let me show you what it is to be brawling." And he begins to again assault you with his barrage of fists as he lays down the blows from above. With a mighty 13 and a astounding, I think the other one was like a 10.
The 10 came close, but the 13 missed.
Oh, that's confusing and unhelpful.
Sorry.
Your fists, you dodge out of the way of both of them, and it is your turn.
I'd love to be able to just smack you with something else, but I'm so scared of getting. Okay, let's see. I'm going to scream again. Is that Malkis? He's the greatest hero of all. I'm hoping that everybody turns to look at Malkis, and as I punch him, I'm going to do inflict wounds.
Okay, make a persuasion check for me. See if you can convince people enough with that attempt. They all just look at you more closely as you begin to cast that spell. Go ahead and cast it.
Oh, it's a touch spell, but here we go.
Boom! You smack him right in the jaw.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with that, you see him wind himself up, and he's like, "I'm gonna get you! I'm gonna get you!" And then you just, and as your fist hits, the black wave of necrotic damage blasts over him, and you just see his body begin to shake as he drops to the ground and convulses, and he goes unconscious.
I'm going to walk up to him on the ground, and using my thumb, I'm going to like literally scratch and across in his forehead right between his eyes. And then look up, and with Themagy, I just have these glowing purple eyes, and I'm just going to look at the crowd.
I mean, Lorraine looks over to you and what you've just done, looks down at the brawler, and looks up at you, and she just says, "What the fuck?"
I've come to claim. I'm here to claim another soul.
And she goes up to him, and she goes into her bag and finds a bit of a potion, and she unstoppers it and pours it down his open mouth, and you see the convulsing begins to ease as his arms start to lay flat, and he seems in a bit more of a restful sleep. He says, "That's it. None of you respected the sanctity of the fighting pits. It's over. The fight's done. Nobody leaves with a prize tonight. Do you have any problems with this? You can thank Reya over here." And she, with a huff, she turns around. She says, "Drinks will be available at the bar."
She leaves. Where is that?
I point
Goddamn
Lenny
right.
the sweeper over at the small pile of ash sitting on some stairs and be like,
He's like, "Well, I guess I have got a broom, haven't I? All right, I'll go sweep it up." And he walks over and begins to head to the stairs as he wipes it down. As you all sort of chat the night away. The three pirates, not pirates, sorry, the sailors that you were chatting to earlier are all hanging out as well, enjoying some rum around the table. Ardil looks very sad, having lost the opportunity to get wild and wasted.
I'll continue chatting with Billy.
Now tell me again, how exactly did you survive being smited by a god twice?
Oh, just lucky, I guess.
Now, does that make you blessed?
Oh, I've been called worse.
Have you been called better, though, is my question.
Not by anyone as lovely as you.
She pulls out like a long drag of her soggy cigarette. She says, "Wow, you do know how to charm a lady." She blows smoke all over you, and you can smell like the older tobacco, not quite fresh. That's it. Can go on. Hey, right there.
Hector's gonna go find Reya. Are you out of the pit now, Reya?
Yeah, I can.
He comes over. He's like, "Wow, Reya, well fought. I'm going to hand you a health potion.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We'll take care of that."
But I
after."
tell you what, I feel like we got cheated out of the prize.
I just sort of give him a quizzical look, like, "Really?" Because it looked like you may have, busted the rules a little bit there, but you really beat the snot out of him, that's for sure. You seem to sometimes carry a lot of, what's the word? Anger, pent-up frustration with you. What's happened in your past, man?
Yeah, I have a need to make sure the world is perfectly equal, good and bad, are perfectly aligned. There are gods in this world that work either way, and I feel the weight on my shoulders to make this right. And sometimes the frustration gets me when morons try to fight and, idiots stop me from killing the way I should. By the way, have you seen Rafe anywhere?
No, I was too fixated on this fight of yours here.
And
Why?
Hector, when you're observing Reya talk about his devotion, make a perception check for me.
Oh boy, dice rolls. Perception. That's a glorious 4.
That is fine. You don't notice it, but Reya, as you look on your skin, as you begin to watch, you see the shimmer as you begin to speak about your devotion and your sort of drive to do what's right by your god. And just as soon as you notice it and take it in, it disappears.
Reya, tell me, what god demands such death?
There is no death from a god, but it is purely the right to make perfection, some, good and evil combined, to make sure that the world works in a symmetry, and it's no god, Hector, that you should ever be concerned about, nor want to speak their name.
Well, certainly, but I mean, if I'm to go on this journey with you, should I be worried for my own safety?
As long as you fight for what is right, you will forever be safe.
What about the poor soul in the pit there?
He chose his fate. He knew what he was doing. And I can't believe he hit me that hard, and it wasn't magically imbued.
He had to get you a good one on the chin, didn't he? But
Yeah.
I just want to find out about this because I'm really curious about how these things work. He didn't die, did he? He was just knocked out and brought back.
Yeah, he went. He probably would have died if not helped by the potion.
Okay. If he had have been killed, would that have been balance?
Yes, he would have
Because
been.
of his choice?
He made a choice to fight for sport, not for any reason other than for good nature. That would have equalized and made, things right, as they say.
So just so I'm clear on this, you're in the business of controlling people's decisions.
I do not control anyone's decisions, but their decisions are their own. I just make sure that if the wrong one is made, that it was the last decision that they make.
All right. Hector takes a swig of beer and looks very uncomfortable.
Perfect.
Looks around like, oh, there's Rafe. Is he Rafe anywhere?
As you guys are chatting and the night wears on, you notice the candles all burn dimmer and dimmer, and as the night is getting close to the wee hours, it is with a heavy heart that Luther Lip himself stands up, like, All right, laddies. It's time we head out to the beds. It's gonna be a big trip tomorrow. I gotta get some shut eye. As he stands up, stumbles his way out, and you see him head towards some of the staircases to the south of the room.
I turn to Billy and I say, "It's awful cold tonight. Would you like some company?"
She says, "Absolutely," as the another puff of just smoke just emanates from her mouth. She
Finry's
says,
going for a higher body count than I think Harm did.
Hey, Finry's happy that he doesn't have to pay for boarding tonight, so
"Oh yeah. Oh, but the thing is, this is one of those one night stands that ends up haunting you for the entire trip across the lake."
It's just going to be awkward because now you're on a boat
I'll be up in the grocery
and
store
it's
inside
day
time.
one of the cruise. It's like, hey,
I have a personal horror story of breaking up with a long-term girlfriend on a cruise ship on the first day of a 13-day-long cruise with only her and her family.
Oh, Robin, why? Why would you do
That's
that
all
to
I'm saying.
yourself?
Like, that is a nightmare that actually exists for people.
And I thought I was bad where I broke up with a girl on a beach holiday and sent her home with a friend of ours who to take her home. Mark knows the
he's
story.
not lying.
You beat me.
Oh, goodness. Follow along on the stream so that you can stay tuned for all of our dating horror stories in episodes to come. Awesome. Yes, you all find your way into some level of beds with some level of people during this experience of an evening. As the morning comes and you all wake up in several different states of hungover, the heads are anything but clear, and unfortunately, the timing predicates that you guys are on the ship before the breakfast has been fully served. And you guys find yourselves on Lip's Contempt as we quickly jump into the map for the boat.
Is it contempt? Is it?
Yes, Lip's Contempt.
Oh, I had a content.
So I'll quickly drag you guys onto it because I don't want to. There's very specific ways to jump onto this ship. It's a pretty finicky ship. We got Finry, we got Hector,
There's Finry.
we got Rafe, we've got Reya.
Yeah.
Am I missing anybody? Malkis.
Malkis.
Awesome.
I
So
just got to pivot back to the battle map just to show everyone the.
where did you just go, Finry?
I ran away. I wanted to have a look at something.
Are you? You
It's
see?
filled in the hole.
Why does the shadow keep changing? I'm up on the
I just
top
have
part of the ship.
I just have a grey screen. Where am I?
Oh, I went with Finry.
So yeah, you guys are quickly exploring the dynamic nature of this ship.
Why is it so dark? I can't see anything.
Where are
Get
you?
back out into the deck.
I'm trying, but it won't
Just
let
go
me.
drag left. Drag to your left. I know where you are. I can see you.
yeah.
Starboard.
It's
No, port.
literally just.
You're
Oh,
good.
there we go.
Before you guys run yourself into confusion, you will have a bit of a tour guide in this moment. So let me just grab those out for you, so that we can get that up. You see your companion here. She says, "Well, everybody, it's a pleasure to have you on board Lip's Content. I will be your tour for this fine journey. Up here, you'll have the deck. This will be where most of our working goes. It's pretty nice. You'll have yourselves the run of it. Don't get in the way of any of the rigging, but otherwise, feel free to come out here and enjoy the views. Finnery, you know what views I'm talking about. Otherwise, we got ourselves a couple of things to look out for." And she walks up to the stairs here and climbs up top here. She says, "If anybody wants to have a look up the crow's nest, you may just want to walk up." And she shows you how to climb by just sort of jumping up to the top of the thing. And if you guys see up here, it's a beautiful view. And she again begins to climb down.
Exits are located here. Here.
She says, "Don't be falling down. It's a far way down, and most likely will have serious bodily harm." Heading down a little bit here. If you guys follow me, it's important that you come at this door head on. But if you line yourself up with the middle of the ship and run at the wall, you'll find yourself inside of the captain's quarters.
Nope.
It's like Hogwarts. You've just got to run really, really hard at the wall.
You just gotta basically move yourself to the wall itself, like right in front of the wall.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so if you stand right in front of the middle of the wall, you'll be ported in.
Nice.
So this right here is where the captain and ourselves start to have a chat. Good night, dear madam. Thanks for joining.
Good night.
And you'll find yourselves here if we need any discussions or if we have any plans to make. But otherwise, you guys will be more than happy to stay out of here unless spoken to. But if you follow me outside again, and again, just move yourselves out into the deck area.
Oh, I made it.
That's so cool.
Oh, it's so bright.
And
So
she says, "Oh my goodness, it's starting to rain already. What a terrible start to this here journey." But alas, this is what you expect out here in the open seas. But yes, if you continue to follow me, another thing for you to notice is this is where we'll be staying for the evenings. So she walks down to sort of this area between the mast and the stairs. If you just stand again by the wall, it'll teleport you in. She says, this here is a little bit of an in-between way, and heading through there, you'll see all of the decks. Feel free to come back here. The chef will make you anything that you need to eat if you are willing. We take it in shifts to cook meals. It's just much more convenient for ourselves if we only have so much space in the ship here. And she looks around. Where'd the rest of you all go?
I went too far downstairs.
You guys keep bloody going where I don't tell you to go. But as Finnery just showed, if you head yourself onto the staircase there, you'll climb yourself down into our cannon layer.
What's
and,
that big one at the back?
Oh, you've found yourself finding the pride and joy of Lip's Contempt. That right there is what we like to call the big cannon.
You're not kidding. That's a big one.
Jesus.
Not the only big cannon in this here ship, if you catch my drift there, Finnery.
Holy totally.
Finnery's ears go very red.
But yes, I'd be avoiding firing that unless we're absolutely necessary.
What's the reload time like?
Yeah, how do we fire this thing? We start poking around at it.
It's just like you just hear as this thing begins to spin rapidly, and she quickly deactivates it. It will obliterate anything in front of us with no exaggeration. It will destroy. It uses concentrated crystal energy to enact all sorts of vengeance. I would be advising against it if I were you.
Too premature there, guys.
But yes, feel free if things get messy out there, you can definitely do it. Otherwise, I see somebody's already jumped down the staircase there.
I've gotten lost.
Yeah, we'll just.
I fell down a hole.
I don't know how I
Say
got
hi
there.
to you.
I went up a ramp. I made it my way out to I somehow got back to the top. I went up a ladder.
All right, we're all together. Keep coming out this way. Follow my voice there. There you go. You made it. Now, Hector, would you like to go up the stairs? Go up just the stairs above you there.
I'd love to.
And then if you look down from up there, you'll be able to see us down in the bottom of the deck.
Oh yeah, very cool.
And if you'd like, you can jump down. Feel free to drag yourself down into that area.
I've made my way up to the steering wheel. I'm just going to start spinning it one direction.
Move to like the side of it first, like directly on the side. I wonder if you can do that. Can you jump over there?
That's how I got down there. Okay, it makes sense.
And there you go. You've managed to make it. It's a bit of a drop, but it's a really fun and efficient way to get down here. Back if we head over to our right here, you'll see that this is where all of our bedrooms are. You do notice that there aren't enough for everybody, and again, it's a shift taking thing. So you'll be sharing your cabins with a few of the crew, so make sure to keep them neat and tidy. But otherwise, you'll all be free to make use of the ship's amenities as you please.
Is the screen meant to be like half in darkness?
Yeah, it's line of sight.
Yes, because the way that this map works is it's actually teleporting you to a different section of the map every time. Because it's like 6 ships laid out across a whole map, and it's basically teleporting your token each time to a different one depending on which layer you are using portals.
So cool.
Okay.
So yes, and that's just how that works.
Now you're thinking with portals.
Now we're thinking with portals. As she says, if you climb up the stairs by the bedrooms, you'll get up, and then from there, you'll have to take the stairs up in the front of the ship.
I hope we don't get boarded because combat is going to be a nightmare.
Oh yeah, I know, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm literally just
it'll
gonna
be
stay
lovely,
up
I
in the
promise, it'll be
process
great.
forever.
It'll be just great.
Wow.
And here we are, up on the top again. We found ourselves there. Oh look, Reya's already piloting the ship. What a coincidence. Where's that Hector? Has he lost himself again? Has he?
Yeah, I'm coming. I found the stairs.
I'm in the captain's quarters. How did I... There we go.
There we go. I made my way out. That's so awesome. You can actually navigate your way around.
It's pretty sweet, right? It's pretty sweet. So yeah, that there is the Galleon, which is one of the new maps that we've gotten, and it's part of a whole bunch of different ship types that we've got access to now. So
How
hopefully...
pissed would you have been if we ended up like going, oh, let's take the small ship. We don't need the big one.
I've spent so much time actually learning to navigate this ship that I would have been like, well, shit, let's see how we go.
Ah, boom, it sank.
Yep, the big ship sank the little ship. Sorry, you gotta go on the big ship now.
Yeah, whoopsie. I guess you only have one choice.
That's what the tavern was there for, right? It was basically get us all, if we didn't go down that path, get us all drunk, Shanghai us onto the...
You would have been here whether you liked it or not. What was that, Carlos?
We'll just steal it so we can get a lot of time with it.
Yeah, you guys will be quite familiar with Lips Contempt.
First thing it does is get a new name.
So you guys find yourself in the ship, kind of enjoying life and the joy of the sea. Is anybody particularly afraid of the sea?
Well, I'd be teaching
Yes.
Malkis how to swim.
I'm hanging out in the bedrooms.
Oh, nice.
Right.
Just sort of hiding out.
I drag him out of the bedroom. Come on, Malkis. You need to learn sometime. Come on. If we're going to be on the boat, you need to learn how to swim. Come on.
How am I supposed to swim, Finry? There's no water.
No, you have to come out. We'll jump. We'll go take one of the boats, and we'll go beside the big one, and then we'll throw you in the water, and then I'll be there to catch you if you start to, drown.
That sounds like a horrible idea, Finry.
This
Have
is
you
a
ever-
fantastic
have you ever been
idea.
The
wakeboarding?
open water.
No,
I'm just
this
hanging on the
is
steering wheel.
fine.
Blow the man down. Don't
Come on, I
worry.
reckon
Blow the man
if we're
down.
going to be on the boat, you need to learn how to swim, because we can't concentrate on making sure that you're okay. If this ship echoes, I mean, you can hear Reya all the way upstairs, can't you?
I know. So loud.
All right, come on, let's go.
Henry,
And I
it's
hold
not
that
happening. I'm not
It'll happen. Come on,
going to
come on.
swim in the open ocean.
Malkis, we're
First
friends, aren't we?
time.
Malkis, come on. Do you trust me?
I'm not doing it. I'm
Malkis,
casting invisible and going invisible.
before
There
you
once
go
was a
invisible.
ship that put to sea.
Now I know there's some of the stream made a joke about sea shanties, but this is a whole other experience.
We should all just singing one independently.
Yeah.
As you guys all hang out up here in this space, and the rain eventually clears up as you guys travel, and it's a fairly uneventful trip. The waters are calm, and you make it through about halfway across your journey as you begin to approach. Can I get a D20 roll, please?
Is that a perception check to look at those clouds that are just scrolling on
How many
by?
minutes?
I mean, if you wanna, if you happen to look by the ambient environment that I've carefully crafted for you, feel free.
With a 16, with a 19, you do notice the ambient clouds.
17.
How
17.
did we go? We got luck in our favor here tonight. I'll give it to Fitry, which came through first. Luck does seem to be in your favor, as all of the expected hordes of sea monsters and 90 tentacled beasts that supposedly live in Rendells Lake did not seem to rear their head during your voyage.
See, I told you that there was nothing to worry about. No tentacled monsters. It was just a myth.
As you find yourselves making your way across the ocean at great speeds, you do though spot something in the distance. Is anybody gazing out upon the land, perhaps in the bird's nest?
I was
Go up
gonna
into the
suggest.
Yeah.
I was
Well,
gonna
yeah,
suggest that
recommend
Rafe, Cat's Claws, was going straight up the crow's nest at speed.
Like a
earlier,
scratching
bef-
pole, just
Yeah.
and you're up.
And I'm sitting there looking at all the seagulls, being like,
try to swipe one. As
can't
you
actually
head
get
up
up
there, make a perception check.
I tell you what, can I perception check how to get up there? There we go. There we go.
There we go, and then you just
Nope.
pop yourself up to the front of it.
No. I'll work it out. What? A
Right.
perception check?
Perception check. I will DM hack you up there. There you go.
Perception is there.
You get this nice view.
That's a natural 13.
A natural 13, nice. As you gaze out into the water, you see what looks to be at this distance, without being able to see very far. You see that it looks to be like a disturbance in the ocean, but very sort of centered on a point on the horizon.
I don't see shit. I fell off the crow's nest.
I put you back up there. You're good. You're fine. Put the kitty back on the.
Damn it.
You just fell off again.
I gotta
Stop
be
moving.
I gotta be in the center. Okay, there we go. I'm not gonna touch it. Hands off. I see a disturbance in the sea.
What you mean? You see a disturbance in the sea there?
Like, it could be a shoal of fish. It could be a kraken. I don't know.
Let me see it. And she quickly scales it again. She looks out. You're not wrong. That does look like a disturbance in the sea there. See?
I do see.
Perfect. I'm glad we've done this little rhyming thing. I've heard of the rumors, but to see it firsthand, truly troublesome. Let's bring everybody together. We'll have a bit of a chat. It looks like we're making good speed to be away from it without too much hassle, but it's worth considering on the way back, or even what it could mean for trade to and from here.
Should we prep the giant fuck-off cannon?
Trust me, it is always prepped. And she helps down. She says, "All right, everybody, let's grab. What is it? What do you call yourselves? The protection squad? What's
I
your
know
names?"
we're fingering the flat tops.
No,
Fenrir
Plan-
and
Fenrir.
No,
Plan
I
B.
think Hope's Folly, I believe, was something that we talked about.
What's folly? That's a nice name, but alas, not what we're here to discuss. Everybody into the chambers.
Hope's not a fucking strategy.
That's fucking right.
As the crew all
What chambers are we going to?
Here.
Running around? Lost.
Yeah.
the captain's chambers at the front of the ship, you moron.
Jesus.
Oh, gosh.
She begins. She stands at the table for the sake of room. It's like, all right, I've gathered you here today because the cat's been looking out, and Dan near saw something that could have killed us had we gone a different way. Captain, it's as we feared. The ocean is trying to suck us in. Lip looks around and says, surely not. It's a fool's tale. the ocean being a drain of some sort. He says, "Oh, I telling you, Captain, it's like I've just washed a dish or poured water down the bathtub. It's whirling out there." He looks over to you, Rafe, and says, "What you see out there?"
I saw a disturbance in the sea. White, frothy water.
Well, I mean, that does sound like quite the whirlpool there, doesn't it? And he kind of says sarcastically, "It was probably just some fish flip-flapping about. Nothing to scare ourselves over." And she looks at him and says, "Captain, I know what I saw out there. It's happening. It's draining."
She knows what she saw out there on the sea.
I turn to, what's her name, Billy?
Billy, yeah.
What do you mean it's draining?
You don't understand what that means? Have you ever seen a bathtub?
We're not in a bathtub, Billy. This is much, much bigger. You can't drain this. What are you talking
Did we
about?
call her Billy, by the way? Because like I gave her a name and it was Ashleen.
What?
No, her character token thing said Billy.
Well, like,
Yeah.
where's these names coming from? I'll go with whatever it says, and it's like, yeah, they're right. It's
Yeah,
Billy
Billy
Kravitz.
Kravitz.
Billy
The
Kravitz.
character says Ashleen, but she's Billy now.
She's a strong, independent woman and has chosen a name.
She has.
She's an American woman.
This doesn't make sense for this to drain. This is not scientifically possible. Not even magically possible can you drain this much water. Where's it going?
Well, 5 years ago, I would have told you that none of this was possible. I would not have had the big fuck-off cannon in the front of our ship. And yet here we stand, and you are here with your potions and your brews. I'm sure that would have been something of a faraway thought in the beginning of our adventure.
Yeah, my potions and brews are small compared to what you were talking about here. This lake
I'm telling you
draining.
that we're small compared to what's out there. Have you not heard the rumors of the creatures that may yet live in this place?
I'm not really from these parts, so feel free to tell us what we're facing here potentially.
Well, as the rumor does have it, there was the famous explorer that once roamed these parts. His name was Rendell, and most of the lands around here are named after him. But he met his demise, not of old age, but mishap on the sea. And that was in a time that they suspect was quite magical, much like we're facing ourselves today. And we've sailed these parts without much hassle for a time. But I'm afraid that with all of the recent sightings of these creatures starting to strike back and them becoming a bit protective, I wonder, and I think I may be onto something when I say that there are creatures that are much larger than what can grow on land that make themselves quite at home in the sea, that may yet find themselves coming alive in this journey.
Was this not written into like a disclaimer or something that we signed?
Oh, you wanted to sign something?
I feel like it should be called out under like
Hey,
warnings and stuff that can go
Listen.
wrong.
we have a policy in place for this. If you're not comfortable, you're more than happy to swim back at any point.
I'll throw him if you want.
Your fur looks really hydrophobic. I'm sure it'll be just fine.
Okay, well, we plow on.
Would you like me to help you out? I'm
No, I'm
more
good.
than happy.
I'm good.
More
I'm
than happy.
I'm good. I'm good. We're
He
good.
says, "Listen, I think we'll be fine on our journey here, but I'm afraid that we may be on borrowed time. Have you not all wondered what caused the crystal occurrence to begin with? There's surely bigger forces at play than simply a little bit of magic coming back into the world."
Look, I think the time for wondering is not right now. I mean, Captain, how do we get past this calamity in front of us?
No, we're fine. I'll circumnavigate it. So there's not a problem here, but I'd appreciate it if you guys keep your ears out on your adventure. It would be a shame if we find someone who's uncovered more about this and we did not know of what they've discovered.
I want to have a quiet word with the captain to say, your crew, Billy, is seems more interested in inciting panic in your crew than calm.
Aye, she's a spirited one. That one.
Yep.
But seriously, are we in danger here?
I've accepted a little bit of risk every time I set foot into the ocean. You don't get to captain a vessel such as this without accepting that each voyage might be your last. But listen, I have fought my way through many a pirate, and I have come out the other side looking, as you might imagine, quite swell. This will be nothing exactly like that. There's not a scrap that I have not overcome, and yet I will continue to overcome adversity. I reckon we take a bit of a detour. We'll have an extra night out in the water, but it should keep us safe enough away from whatever pull that thing might have had.
Yes, let's steer clear of that. Are we agreed?
Oh, absolutely. I am not getting anywhere near that. Lip's Contempt is a ship that I intend to keep for many years yet.
Fantastic.
The only danger we have of dying here is of scurvy.
We figured out that if you have an orange, it'll be all right. We have a whole bucket of citrus. Feel free to grab yourself one at your earliest convenience. Is there anything else there, Hector?
No. You've allayed my fears. I have full faith in your ability to captain the ship through to our destination.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You have got yourself quite the pair of sea legs there, though.
Well, it was a long journey from Aristats to here, so... Yeah.
Oh. Well, maybe one day I'll take the old girl out in some new waters and see a bit of where you're coming from.
One day perhaps. I think it'd be fantastic to show you, but for now, I really would rather be on land.
No, indeed. I'm making this journey for profit, and we shall get there with speed.
Just wait till you can fly one of these babies.
Don't be ridiculous. That's a pipe dream.
It's possible.
He says, if one day I get to fly this ship across the land, I am going to come right the way to you, Rafe, and I will shake your hand like a gentleman who's earned his stars. That would be something else.
You know what, good sir? If you ever can make your way up into that cold, desolate north, you'll find a ship. A crashed one that fell from the sky.
Are you trying to pull my leg there, lad?
Absolutely not. How many tabaxi have you seen around, and do you know where they came from?
Make a persuasion check. See how well you sort of convince him of that. Like it's a good attempt for sure. You might just set this man on a completely different trajectory for his entire life.
Here it comes. It's a 5, which is a 7.
I'll give you an advantage with that logic. It was good with the tabaxi thing, because I think it would be pretty hard to believe there's something not weird going on. Yeah,
19.
He says, yeah, if you're telling me it's true, I'd be a fool not to at least go and see for myself.
The tabaxi worked it out, and then fell out of the sky, fell into Trankasha, and unfortunately, all the crystals that we had blew up along the way. And we crash landed. I'd love to see a flying ship back in the skies again, and especially this. The Lips Contempt. It'd take a lot of magic, though. Take a lot of magic.
It would, but the way we're heading, we might just have enough magic crystals in our kit to put that thing up in the sky. Listen, I'll go check it out, and hopefully I'll see you there one day.
You need the crystals, and then you need someone who can imbue them with the right instructions.
And
it needs to know. You need to teach it to ignore gravity. You need to teach it what port and starboard look like, and to obey the winds, and what up and down, and all these things have to be taught, imbued into the crystals. And only then can you master the skies.
And who exactly is it? Your people that have that knowledge?
Some do. Some older folks, so it may not be around forever. We need to document this as much as possible. But I think the crystals here are not the same as the ones that where I'm from. So it's going to take a different kind of magic, a different understanding.
Well, listen, I'll make the journey. If you find your way back to the landing, or even maybe where we're heading, I'll try and look out for you. Post something on the boards if you're ever making your way that way again. And
Captain Lips sky-ships.
You're really painting a picture that excites me. I'll have to admit. Listen, yeah, if you're ever around, if you're making your way there, put something on the board. I'll be there, and if I see it, I'll join you on your journey up to the north. And maybe yet with our resources and the ingenuity that it seems that your people have, we can get something back in the skies, because I sure as hell don't want to die before that's done.
It's a sight to behold.
I look forward to it. And he clasps your hand, and as he shakes, and he says, "I better get back to piloting this thing."
Roll for fist pump.
The fist bump is epic. It's beautiful. It's so good. As you guys all find yourselves over into the next part, you see ahead clear skies, and eventually, as the next day rolls around, let's quickly do a fun little night transition as you're going through a day-night cycle, and then it starts to become day again as the night fades, as you guys sleep. You start to spot, as in the dawn, the horizon, the destination that you're all shooting for. There is Rendells Landing, with smoke coming from the chimneys and welcoming you to the shore.
Hector goes over to Malkis and just like, "Malkis, are you alright? You haven't said much this whole journey."
I do worry about the open ocean. It's I've never been over it before. I mean, if I fall in, I'm just gonna die. That's a bit scary.
That's the spirit.
Don't forget that you're part of a group now. We're not going to leave you abandoned in the sea.
I suppose, but it does play on my nerves a little bit.
I think I've spoken to you about this before, that you're now part of a group.
Yes.
You're not in this on your own, Malkis. You can speak to us, you know.
Yes, of course.
Hmm.
I was talking with Finry just before. He was trying to harass me, trying to get me to drown. And I said, no. I want to live. I want to be with the group.
That's a good that's a good start. That's a good start. Well done.
Yeah.
What was that voice? I want to live.
You guys land at the sorry, it's the side of this building. I'm just quickly bringing up the.
Yeah.
There you go. Activate. You guys start docking at this this beautiful port side. Feel free to drag yourselves on to the map.
Can I have a quick aside to Hector?
Hmm.
One of the nights or something on the journey up in the crow's nest, I'll invite him for a quick chat. Hey, Hector.
Yeah, Finry, what's up?
I've been meaning to ask you. When we were back in Avolo, you briefly mentioned that you had a wife and a child.
Mm-hmm.
And where are they now? Why aren't they with you?
Hmm.
Well, why aren't you with them?
Something went wrong, Finry. They can't be with me here. This is the reason that I'm here. And something went wrong, and I need to find what what Sinzar, my teacher, has written down in his journal, which I'm still trying to figure out. It's complicated, but I can feel they're still here. But there's something I need to unlock to be with them again.
What? You mean they're not, like, just in another town or something?
I left them in Aris. They're not here in Trankasha with us. But the crystals aren't at home. The crystals are only here, and the crystals are what I need.
But what do you need them? What do you need them to unlock?
I don't know
Like,
yet.
what went wrong?
There's something in, and I pull out Sinzar's journal and say, the secrets are in here. But I'm not yet been able to decipher it, to learn its secrets that Sinzar, my teacher, was trying to teach me.
Do you mind if I have a quick look for you? A fresh set of eyes can't hurt. You've helped me a lot.
Very hesitantly pass it over to Finry, keeping my
Beautiful.
hands really
Not
close
gonna-
to it.
Finry's
Be
not going to do
careful,
anything
Finry.
untoward. Yes, no, of course. I'm not going to do anything untoward. I'm actually, like, literally going to use, the little bits of knowledge and, things that thieves can't, and the ways that, codes can be worked into to mean different things. To have a look over the book to try and see if I can glean any meaning out of it.
With a brief glance, you're immediately hit with the overwhelming amount of information in this book. Whoever wrote this seemed to just be one of those type of people who just had a million thoughts per second. As you see a half-finished drawing followed by a scribble of notes, and then an encoded phrase or two that you seem to understand there's a pattern, but without the time needed to decipher it, you're not sure yet. But you realize that there's a reason that Hector hasn't made much progress. There's a lifetime of notes in here, and it would take a lifetime to get through them all.
I can see that I can see the pattern. Like, if you'd like, Hector, I'm more than willing to help you. Like, you've helped me with this.
How can you help me, Finry?
A fresh set of eyes. It
This-
can't help you know what they say. 2 heads are better than 1.
I agree. We can certainly collaborate on trying to figure out whatever Sinzar has written in here, the secrets in here, the answers are here. But I think what we need is out there. I sort of point to the open air. From what I've been able to figure out so far, these crystals form a central part of what's needed to return Luna and Kotu back to their forms, to bring them back into their natural state.
Sorry, back into their forms? What exactly happened?
It's I can't even I don't know. One day they were there, one day they weren't. There was all I found was shadow and silhouette in my home. When I spoke to Sinzar, he didn't seem altogether surprised, but he said the answer would be revealed to me at the right time. And that was the last I saw of Sinzar. He never returned again.
I'm so sorry that this has happened to you, Hector. I don't know what I can do, but if there is anything that I can do, I can help you with the book. I can help you with your research, whatever you need. I know I might not seem it, but I'm a little bit smart. I'm not probably not your level of smart, but I do okay.
Finry, the way you can help me is to help me find the right crystals, the right artifacts I need. If you see something that could be of real value of this crystal nature, you need to let me know.
I will, and what I think, and I hold up my hand with the ring on it. Well, this might be a step in the right direction for us, at least.
I think we're getting closer, but I still think we have a long way to go. It pains me every day that I'm not with them, and every day I'm striving to make sure I can get them back, but the journey is far.
I understand what it's like to be without one's family, but I do. But together, we can make things right.
I
Not
hope
just
so.
for us, but for everyone.
I hope so, Finry. And I'm gonna grab the book back and put it back in the bag.
And with that, we come to the end of tonight's session.
That a sea mist rolls in by the looks of
Yeah, I
things.
know. I was watching that. I was like, oh shit, Billy's followed us.
Well done, everyone. What a beautiful episode. Lovely to see some of that RP come out again, and I hope everybody at home enjoyed it with us as we continue our journey to this the second circle.
We're on a boat.
We're on a boat.
Pretty amazing.
Nearly
How
there.
good are those new maps? Friggin' incredible.
Oh,
that
so
was
good.
so awesome.
Loving it.
Amazing.
Loving it.
I was like, I took a video of just us on the boat and the water going past, and I was just like, I'm just gonna send this to everyone.
Oh, it's so much fun. It's like for the first time for me where like the digital tabletop kind of elevated from what, a physical tabletop would have been able to do. I just could use all the bells and whistles. So that was really fun.
And it's
We've
cheaper than
seen your
spending
physical
that.
tabletops at times, Robin, and
You know how much different it is.
your
Probably
virtual
much-
artistry is surpassed by.
Probably much cheaper than using Dwarven Forge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
yeah.
Or just grid paper and Sharpies.
Those are the good days, Just trying to draw out a map middle of a session in a long room somewhere.
I spilt my Coke on it.
Oh, that was next
hopefully-
level.
Hopefully that was fun. So that was super good. And there's just so much more to enjoy. There's a full 10-story Wizard's Tower that's available here. Each level being its own sort of design and magical sort of atmosphere, which I think I'm trying to figure out a way to bring it into the story.
If we ever hear the words Wizard's Tower dropped into the game,
Just-
Right.
or
Just
if you guys are
go
in the
for it.
chat, just remind us, be like, 10 level Wizard Tower, go.
go. So yeah, no, that should be really fun.
That was amazing. Good session.
And when we
Fantastic
get into
session.
some combat, I've got a bunch of spell effects to help animate things.
Do
as
you
well.
have pocket sand?
I have color spray. I think actually.
Give us a demo. Come on. You know
So,
you
Give us a demo, yeah,
if I, for instance, was looking at Finry here,
Drum
I
roll.
could go into the Tokyo Magic portfolio, and I would be able to. What's the spell called? It's like color.
pocket
Color spray.
sand.
So, is it called pocket
Pockets-
sand?
No, it's not called pocket
It's
sand. We call it
Not
pocket
called
sand. but it's
pocket
called
sand.
color spray.
It's just messing with me now.
Fireball.
Let's search for it because there's so many
Color
spell
spray.
effects here. Simple color. I think this one gonna work for me. Just gonna drag it in. It's all cinematic. No, that just makes a color around you. That's
It's
unfortunate.
supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
But we do have other fun ones. Like I just still haven't tried them all out. But if we do like one of my favorites was mirror image.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, for instance, if Malkis is mirror imaging, I can apply this effect on Malkis, and it'll just like.
That is
Oh, that's
cool.
awesome.
How
That
sweet
is
is that?
seriously so cool.
And so that's pretty sweet.
Wow.
And so I'm just learning all the tricks on making the combat and like the things feel a bit more animated.
That also doubles as someone who's been stunned.
It
Yeah.
does. Yeah, no, it is good like that. And if Finnery takes up smoking, for example, we could throw in a little smoke.
Finnery
I
might.
think Finnery has taken up smoking.
Finnery's as high as a kite on this one.
Finnery is taking up that pipe weed. You know how hobbits like that pipe weed.
And then we've got like Hex Force shields, which just sounds really epic. So if we ever get into a situation where we want force shields on people,
Oh, that is sick.
we could throw those down, which would be pretty fun.
That would be just like a normal shield where you.
Yeah, so I've got what, like 40 different effects in that regard to throw out.
Oh man.
Oh, so you now have to find
That's
something really
viable.
cool. You have to find something cool for Mage Hand.
I probably just have to find like a really nice icon for it, and
Yeah,
then we
the-
can throw a cool effect onto it, like a distortion or something. Like what does this look like if I distort Finnery? That'll be cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
So do that wobble on like a spectral transparent.
Spectral hand, yeah.
Yeah.
Or spiritual weapon as well.
Spiritual weapons as well. Spiritual weapons. I on all the minis I got shipped this week, there's a whole section which is just spell effects, and so they've got these spectral hand minis now, which are going to be really fun to use.
I want those so bad. You saw what I bought this week.
Yes.
For
Yes.
your home session.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah. I want spell effects so bad. It's so hard to find anywhere with them in stock.
Right, but bit more complicated.
Yeah, a bit more complicated. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like back people on Kickstarter.
Oh, yeah.
What's the effect for I stab someone?
No, I stabbed
Wow.
someone. I've got a great one for you, actually. So imagining that you walk up to Reya, right?
I will stab you for doing that shit. Deflection shit.
You guys are having a bit of a brawl, but that's not fair. You can't brawl people, and suddenly just get absolutely slammed.
Someone's bleeding out. Yeah.
we got some fun effects to play with on that regard. But yeah, alas, our session tonight has come to a glorious end. As we all reflect on the journey we've had to get over here. But we're in Dramesh. The end is in sight. Just across the land is the second ring, waiting to be conquered.
Come on, just 2 more hours. It's fine.
I have to be up at 4 o'clock tomorrow. So.
That's crazy.
Okay, well that means we can do another 6 more hours. Just don't sleep.
Yeah, we just don't sleep.
Exactly.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys always supporting us, and I hope you enjoyed the gambling tonight. It'll hopefully be refined.
Betting.
I think that was
betting, not gambling.
The betting.
Betting.
That was really good fun. And next session, look forward to seeing what the crew does as they venture forth into Dramesh and start exploring a whole new country with its own ups and downs.
And thank you to all our new followers as well.
Wow.
Yeah, we're happy that you're into what we do.
I love that you're into what we do. It's one of my favorite things.
It's awesome. If you want to keep the conversation going, we do have a Discord. And if you want to catch up on anything that you missed out, we also have a YouTube page.
Woo!
And
catch up on all experiences.
And if you like merch, we're on Redbubble as well. Just search Raging Rolls. We have a couple of designs there. My personal favorite, for no particular reason, is this one of Finnery.
Hold on, higher.
Higher. There we go.
The Finnery phone case.
My Finnery phone case. We just today uploaded a new design, which is our entire party and the DM. The DM of Doom. It looks absolutely amazing. Be sure to check it out. I don't know if we have a link to the Redbubble that we can throw up in the chat.
It's in there. It's in there already.
There we go.
Too good.
bio link sounds like I'm going to do as soon as we get off the stream.
Beautiful. On that note,
And if you want more of Finry's flirting,
see you all
team
next
up
week
in the Discord.
Thursday, and thank you and good night.
Bye.
Night, guys.